皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today, guys, I'd like to share with you an idea that Harumian and I personally love as a way of thinking about our future, and it's actually something that is related to the Chinese yin and yang studies. So to make a really long story short, yin and yang studies is basically about understanding how the direction, like north, east, south, and west, and all the times, for example, like the clock and all of these are connected, and there's bad and good luck directions and times for certain things that you want to do during the year, and it's basically a way of fortune telling, in the past. And one of these things that I personally really love as a way of thinking is, depending on the direction and the time, there is seasons in our life. So you might have heard of this word before if you've been watching anime and such, but in Japanese, the younger years when you're still a teenager, for example, you're falling in love for the first time, you're doing something really serious like sports or music or whatever it is, you're still young, you can't do as good as you want to, and all these struggles are a part of fun in your life. This is called seishun in Japanese. Have you ever heard of this word before, guys? Seishun. Seishun is like a word that we often use so much in Japan. Like, if you think of Kakashi and Gai Sensei, if you think of Kakashi and Gai Sensei from Naruto, Gai Sensei is always like, our life is always seishun, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't say it in that way in English. But if you hear it in Japanese, if you watch Naruto in subtitles, he always says the word seishun. Now, what seishun is though? I mean, if you look at the kanji characters, it's a really strange word because seishun is literally blue spring. Blue spring, the color blue and spring. Like, what the heck is blue and what's so spring about, the good old days of being a teenager, right? Basically, this actually derived from the yin and yang studies or ideas that I explained earlier. So blue and spring is actually at a certain direction where it overlaps each other in the yin yang studies. So, if you ever seen any Chinese characters and, again, dramas or movies and such, they have these round, I don't even know how to say these, but, these, with all the directions and the times and everything with a lot of kanji characters written on it, something like that. Because if I started to explain about what really yin and yang studies are, it's going to take forever or so. But anyways, so in Japan, we use this word a lot, seishun. It's when you're young, you have a lot of energy and all that kind of stuff. You make a lot of mistakes, but you come back up because you have your friends, you have your young friends with you. You do a lot of crazy stuff, but it's all fun. You have a lot of energy, all that kind of stuff. It's called seishun. And from here is the idea that Harumi and I really love thinking about. Now, a lot of people think that once your seishun is over, your life is basically just boring. You're getting old. You're just going to be repeating the same things over and over, so on and so forth, And once seishun is over, everything else, the rest of your life is just dull and boring and just gray and nothing so much fun. Yeah. But strictly speaking, if you study a little bit more about the yin-yang studies, there are actually obviously 4 seasons. Seishun is just spring. That's the first season of your life, right? Blue spring is just the first season. There are actually obviously summer, autumn, and winter. Now, summer is red summer, called shuka. And autumn is hakushu, which is white autumn, white fall. And there is, lastly, the, what was the word again? I forgot the word, how you say it in Japanese, but something to. It's because it's the last one that I'll be really, really old when I get there. I completely forgot what it was. Kokuto, I think it was, maybe? Kokuto or something like that. But anyways, it means black winter. So it's blue spring and red summer, white autumn, and black winter are the 4 seasons of our lives. Now, from here, this is not the actual study of yin-yang study, by the way. This is just a idea that one of our favorite YouTubers, one of our favorite influencers talked about when he actually studied a lot about yin-yang studies. And when he learned about these 4 different separations of the seasons, and because Japanese people believe that seishun, the first season, is a part of our lives, why can't the other 3 sections be a part of our lives too? So what he explained is that, let's say that our lives are 100 years long. The more into the future, we'll probably be able to live longer, right? Yeah. So let's say we live 100 years. then let's say the first 10 years of our lives, we're just babies. We're just too small that we won't be able to do anything. In the last 10 years, from 90 to 100, we'll probably be just on bed or not being able to do that much because we don't have enough energy to do anything, right? So let's imagine that life is from 10 to about 90 years old, 10 to 90 years old. We can separate that into 4 sections, right? That means 10 to 30, and then 30 to 50, 50 to 70, and 70 to 90 will be 4 different sections, the 4 seasons of life. Now, a lot of people tend to think that Seishun, the first spring, that's it. That's the climax of your life and it's over from there. But if you think of it in this way of your life, Seishun is just the first step. You're actually very immature. You still don't have any knowledge, any experience in your life, and it actually gets better from there. If you put in a lot of effort into your life will absolutely get better because the summer, the hottest, most energetic and powerful time of your life is actually from 30 to 50 years old. Now, I love this way of thinking. Come to think of it, the people who are successful, the people who I know who believe are successful, who have a lot of influence against other people, who have a lot of success, who are making a lot of people happy, making a lot of people's lives better, tend to be the people in their 30s and 50s because they're much older now, they have more experience, they're much more mature, they're more calm. And a lot of people would be able to listen to their opinions much easier because they're grown-ups, And so that's the thing that I always keep in mind. Whenever something happens to me and I can't do it the way I want to do it, there are tons of things that I can't do the way even though I want to do it, it doesn't go that way, But I think that I'm still 28 years old. That means I'm still, even though a lot of people, probably teenagers, would probably think, no, 28 is like super old already. But in terms of this way of thinking I'm introducing to you today, I'm still in my seishun years, which means I'm still almost very young, almost like a teenager still. I still lack a lot of knowledge and experience and such. And from here, from 2 years, from 30 to 50 years old is going to be my summer of my life. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if you guys are somewhere in between 30 and 50 and you've been doing a lot of things in your life, challenging, trying out new things, I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean. You probably have a lot more money now. You probably have for example, a family. You could have a family. You probably traveled to more countries before. You probably have a lot more skills than you have in the past and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure you are really enjoying your life right now. If you've been putting enough effort into your life, absolutely. So that's going to be great. I'm so excited about the future. I see a lot of my favorite, influencers who have conversations about what they're doing right now, through challenges. There's these YouTube channels where famous people would talk to each other about their things that they're working on now, exactly in the shuka, which is the summer seasons. And they just look so confident. And they just look so excited. And they always say, when I was in my teenage years, I always thought that becoming 40, 50 years old is like an old man, They can't do anything anymore. But it was completely the opposite, they always say. I have so much power right now. I have so much energy. And I have strong will to try to make this world better. And I am very, very excited about that. Because come think of it, right now, at this moment right now, yeah, I'm 28 years old still. I'm not a master in anything of the things that I train in, like the katana, shakuhachi, all that kind of stuff. I'm just, a mere trainee, right? But in the next 10 years, right in the middle of shuka, the summer, I'll probably be an instructor in everything that I'm doing right now. So I'll be able to have my own students, have my own dojo possibly. And when I'm 40 years old, so midsummer of your life, right in the middle, the hottest time of the season. Yeah, the hottest, by energy, by passion, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be amazing for me, 40 years old. My kids are going to be pretty big. I'll be able to have a lot of conversations with them. I'm pretty sure I'll be living outside of Japan, and all the experience and knowledge will be, coming together to be one, to become Shogo, the new Shogo of me in summer. And I'm just really, really excited. And by the way, from there, the white autumn, for my image, I really do have to go into summer first and see how that works. But I really feel that the autumn season is going to be a timing when I start to teach on more. I think I will be, of course, teaching from 40 years old, but I think I'll be starting to raise the next person that will carry on the activities that I'm doing. Maybe if I own a dojo, it might be the timing when I try to start raising someone that can carry on the dojo that I created, the classroom that the businesses that I started, so on and so forth. 50 to 70 years old will probably be continuing all the stuff that I do, but I'll start to lose my energy, right? Of course, as a person, because I'm getting older. So probably those 20 years will be the timing when I try to raise the next generation. Focus on that. From 30 to 50, I think I'll still be focusing on my own activities, trying to work hard on the things that I do myself, trying to expand as much as possible. And then from there, 50 to 70 will be calming down a little bit and trying to focus on looking at the people who will be willing to carry on the things that I'm doing. And from there, 70 to 90 will be just being a supervisor of those people, just letting the younger generations do it and just, letting them carry on it, me, leaving the front ends of all the things that I was doing. Yeah. And it probably will be 79 years old will probably be the time when I kind of complete my life by trying to, for example, write down the things that I've learned through life, trying to leave records of it. Maybe it could be trying to leave the records of the techniques that I've gained. Maybe it'd be the music, recording the music or recording all the techniques that I have. Why did I say the same thing over and over? Yeah. I'm thinking and talking at the same time, so. But you get what I mean, right? So this is what I'm thinking right now, of the 4 seasons. The station that I'm in right now, I'm trying to search for the things I'm going to be dedicating my life to still. 30 to 50 is going to be raising it. 50 to 70 is about going to be raising the next generation who's going to be carrying on the things that I did. And 79 is going to be the time when I record the things that I did in my life, because that's probably all I can do with that amount of energy left, But of course, in every season of my life, I will be continuing to challenge new things. And I'm just always really excited that life is going to continue to get better and better from here. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I really hope this idea of life is interesting. Yeah. It's not like an actual study or anything. You can't look up on the internet to find this, but this is just a belief that I have about myself. Yeah. And please let me know what you thought. And please let me know which season you're in right now and how you're enjoying the seasons. I'll be waiting for your comments, guys. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, wanting to come to Japan to study, travel, or work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future, because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so we can have a brighter future. And to do this, the nearest goals I have right now is to make the Yushinkan samurai experience that we hold in Kyoto a big success, and also raise money to buy my very first bamboo shakuhachi, to do more collaboration videos with Kamina Daisuke-san. And lastly, I hope you can check out my Suzuki merchandise page. We are selling the limited edition merchandise until the end of 2022 this year, just a few weeks left. So I hope you can check these out for me inside the description box. Okay guys, thank you so much. And again, I'll be waiting for your comments. Have a great day or good night. Bye-bye.